Hey, today we're going to look at some automatics. I love automatics. Who doesn't like a switchblade? These are what I consider for my collection my funky automatics. And when I say that, I don't know much about this. This is just more here for sizing. This is just a small, little 2.75 inch blade, Schrade. That sucker wants to kick out of your hand. It's just a really, I feel like they might have put the wrong springs in this thing because it is aggressive. Bought this a long time ago. Somehow I've kept onto it. I typically lose my autos. Has a little safety switch right there. Reversible pocket clip, and it screws in on the back here with a glass breaker. It's got the tanto blade, and it's got the serrations down below on 50% of the blade. Some jibbing here, jibbing across the whole spine. It's of the grips. I tell you, this is just a really cool little auto. But this right here is going to give you an idea of the size we're getting ready to look at when we look at this one. So the first one, this is more a Boker review. This is the Boker Strike. Now I just like it because it's kind of quirky. It's obviously a brass handle, which in its own accord is just really cool and really heavy. This is just, hear me out. It's just not a very big knife. It's a decent sized knife. I'm going to give you the measurements here in a minute because I didn't write them down, but I believe the blade is, correct me, I'm sure somebody will, 3.75 inches or 3.43 inches. It's D2 steel, clip point. Drop point. I just think the crazy thing is it's half a pound. It is like, I'm not a knife fighter. I like to pretend to be in my head, because it sounds, like aggressive and tough, and I'm a knife fighter, but no, nice thick blade. The pocket clip is not reversible, so this is pretty much a right-handed knife. Not to say if you're lefty you can't use it, but I tell you, if you're not going to get in a knife fight and you're just going to get into a fight, short of not having any of the brass knuckle to hurt your opponent, you do have, it's like a roll of dimes, maybe a roll of quarters. It is really, really heavy, but pretty cool. Really smooth opening. This was made, it's the Boker Plus, but this was made in Taiwan. I like that better than China, obviously. I think it's just a cool knife. Are you gonna wear that with sweatpants? Probably not. Not a good idea. If you're me, I have no ass, so I don't have anything to hold it up, and then you got a half a pound of brass. So it's either don't wear sweatpants or don't carry that knife. Now, that's to give you some size idea right there. Now, I had to buy this. The Kalashnikov XXL. I'm a Boker Kalashnikov guy. I think, I just can't spend Microtech, ProTech money on the real expensive ones. So Boker gives you the Kalashnikovs, and this is obviously an exaggerated knife, but it's cool. It's big. It's nice from Texas. It's not, but they would probably like to claim it. Here it goes. Bam. That's a huge knife. 10.6 overall length with the blade open. Now, it's got, I believe, D2 steel. I probably should have checked this prior. Yep, D2 steel. Clip point. It's thick, but I think it could almost be thicker because the knife's so big. You probably use this as a camper if you wanted to try to be realistic with something like this. But once again, the clip is ambidextrous because it goes off the back, deep carry, as deep as it gets, really. So you just flip that over to the other side. The only thing is you do have the button here on this side. Now, look at that. That's some stuff. Now, this knife weighs a half a pound. This knife doesn't. It weighs about a third. This is 6.4 ounces, and this is 8.4. This weighs 2 more ounces than this knife right here. Aluminum on the handles. It's just... I've had it a while. It's not perfectly centered, but I probably need to do some stuff on it. But I like it a lot. I tell you, if you like kind of, and these weren't expensive. I bought this on sale, Blade HQ. It was about 49 bucks, 46 bucks, I think. This was cheap, actually. This was like a, I don't know, 20s or $30 auto. I bought off of Blade HQ a long time ago. And then this was on sale. And this thing was only like 40 bucks when I bought this. I mean, I'm buying autos under $50. With the Boker name brand, yes, it's Boker Plus. But I tell you what, man, you just can't go wrong, really. I mean, you can, but I just think they're great. They're tough. These are tough guy knives. Even this little tiny one is it's got the night camo. It's just really, the little finger grips there, they work, little glass breaker. But man, the flip on this sucker, out of control. And you got your safety, locking your blade. You can't shut it. Now you can. Put your safety on. Can't open it. I believe it has orange in there. No, it doesn't have the little orange in there. It tells you it's ready to fire. But this thing will fly out of your hand if you let it. Here, watch. That was dramatic. Did you see that little, oh. All right, there you go. Check these out. They're fun knives. Fun knives. And, I mean, Street Fighter, you got the knife. You got the brass weight in your hand. Samurai, you got your big-ass sword. And then here, the assassin. All you need's one cut, and they're dead. They're knives.